Oh, you could just do it like this. You don't even have to do it. It's all about editing.
Hi, how are you doing today? I'm making a video on the topic the beggar in India is happier than an Indian in America. I'm not generalizing, I'm sharing my personal experiences from the past few years, from 2008 onwards till date. And previously, when I was in India, I met many guys who came from America, NRIs, and various nations. So I want to just speak from bottom of my heart. So you don't need to get hurt. And if you are hypocrite and suffering from cash and other things, then don't watch my videos. Okay, point one clear. So the thing is, when I was in India, I thought while walking on the streets or like I thought the homeless or beggars or like this, but they are, now I realize after 40 years from America, they are more happier than me in America. I'm not generalizing again because let me start from 2008. The moment I land, I went. The only person said welcome to America is from a guy from Pakistan. He's car driver from my office. Except none of the Indians said welcome to America. I'm not feeling bad for that. What I'm saying is we are not happy here. That is the core message I'm sending to you. So why we are not happy? I will come back. I will come to the point by point. And immediately I rushed to the Indian groceries in 889 Green Street, and then I asked for a calling card. And the guy sitting in the counter asked me, "Are you from Hyderabad?" Indians are so intellectual and intelligent. In less than 2 seconds, we can smell the other person is from which part of India. And then I said yes. Then I want to buy a calling card, but he said, "You Hyderabad is H1B. Are you on H1B?" But I look at hair color is. He thought I'm aged, and then I might come on H1B. Then he said, "You H1B guys are looting our F1 jobs." That is a very first 1 hour, even not even 1 hour. The moment I land in July 2008. Then I understand F1 and H1's fight. Later at work I understand green card holders and H1's fight. Later I understand US citizens by naturalization and green card holders. What is this when the introduction is like this? I'm in America for last 40 years or I got a green card. Or are you working on H1B? What is your billing rate? So most of them ask me my billing rate and they worried about the neighbor's billing rate. Why don't you be happy like Americans? Whatever you earn, you earn. Don't worry about your neighbors, how much he is maintaining, what is he doing. That's we worried like in India, right? Our neighbor's son is BTech, I am not BTech like that. So that is one. Second point is we minimum is $25 for H1B and prevailing wage is 45. Of course, employers and all layers they poach and break. That is one. And some guys they earn 65, 75, but still they are not happy. $100 an hour they are earning, but they are not happy. Put your hand on the heart and say, "I'm happy. I'm in America." And call your parents and say, You don't need to tell Kumar. We are not happy here because we don't know what we want. We don't know purpose of life. We are thirsty of dollars. How much money we want also we don't know. And that is one aspect. The second aspect is I become a human being in America. And then I'm living with humanity and speaking by common sense. That's it, only these two. And compassion and empathy. I donated money to displaced Americans. So I'm requesting everybody to donate. And they scold me for donating it to the displaced Americans. He's jobless and homeless. And on the other hand, we are collecting money for temples. We are constructing religious places in America. And there are floods in India recently in Chennai or whatever. People are asking money for that. So I'm not against that, but we came here, we displaced 20 million Americans, and Americans, every American may not like foreign workers because we are replacing them. One. Second, we are not doing anything to them. Third, we are building our temples, our mosques, our churches here, and we are sending money to floods, droughts, whatever. You do it, but you do something for the people living here. How long we ditch America? How long we ditch Americans? That is where nobody is happy here. In spite of it, people say, "Oh, I miss my India." If you miss India, go back. So I came 7 years ago. What is your green card? My employer is bad. If your employer is bad, complain to Department of Labor. Kumar cannot do anything. That is one. And most of them, they worried about others' buildings at work locations or personal locations. And mostly they ask, Kumar, did you get a green card? So what do you do if I get a green card or not? Why do you worry about me? And a friend, very good friend, ex-colleague in one of the MNCs in India, he relocated to Canada for work, and he also came to America. Then he said, I've been reading your stuff and watching the videos, Kumar, you're doing an excellent job. He shared his experiences. He called to share his experience. He's number one, he's in the top management in one of the chip design companies. He said, wherever I go, the top directors or management, especially if they are from India, they ask, sir, how are you staying in America? Did you get a green card? How long it takes? So why do we worry when we meet other Indian about green card or dollars? You understand what is your purpose of life. That's the reason I said the beggar in India is very happy. He earns whatever he gets, he or she he sleeps on the pavement. He is very happier than the guys in America. In spite of minting huge money, because the minimum pay is 40k and the maximum is 500k. Right? We are not happy. Keep your hand on the heart and say, I'm happy, I'm in America. No, I never come across, trust me, I never come across anybody they said, I'm happy, I'm in America. They say my parents are in India. We want to bring parents here. I miss India. If you miss India, go back. Why in depression? Like many H4s they said, my husband brought me here, then go back if you don't like it. So they are in depression, they are mourning, they are sending stories, so many pathetic things. Instead of earning huge money, nobody is happy. Instead of sending money back home, building house here, but still they are not happy. Counting hours and counting years and dollars. And another aspect is people, they say, they tell lies. I go to India next year. That is a next year syndrome I kept telling. We never go, we never leave America. But we tell lies to parents and others also. Recently a friend's parents, they said, my son bought a house here, living here for last 25 years. He's telling lies every year. He comes to America, India next year. So don't cheat your parent, don't tell lies. Be honest and live with honesty. At least speak one day honestly in your lifetime. That is what I want to communicate. And another example, my friend's parents, they came to America. He cannot drive a long drive, so I took them to a temple, very long drive. And he said America is full of luxuries. If it is full of luxuries, don't scold one country or like that. Because if you open any religious book, it says God created earth, God created this. Then why do you blame other country and other thing? Whatever the positive things, you learn it. And then try to replicate it there and then improve our country. So don't blame countries, don't blame Americans. We came here, we took their jobs, we are taking their jobs, but we are not buying American stuff. Like example is Toyota Camry, Honda Civic, Japan car for resale value. So do something for the land where you are living. Do something for the people where you are living on that particular land. I'm not saying don't do anything for India. Do something for the people living here. 20 million Americans are displaced. They are homeless and jobless. I sent money because I sent my friends also. You also donate 1 hour salary to displaced Americans. I kept video for that. Donate your 1 hour salary, that is $50 is minimum. You donate it. So later you send money to India. You have to do something for the country where you are living in. Not just donate to temples, mosques and churches. You do it, but first you have to do it for human beings. Humanity, companion, empathize. These three are important. If it is not there, then they are not human beings. Thanks for watching this video.